Hello everyone, today on Raw Power Games, an unboxing video of Figma number 300, Gilgamesh from Fate Grand Order. This video is brought to you by Fate Extella. Fate Extella, because everybody's doing a Dynasty game. And actually it's pretty good. This is the Noble Phantasm Edition. If you're a Fate fan, I definitely recommend both the game from its storytelling, if you like the visual novel, and the goodies that you get in this Noble Phantasm Edition. Noble Phantasm Edition. Now, back to the video. Yes. So, as you can see, I was quite surprised with this box from Gilgamesh, because if you know Gilgamesh at all, this guy does not like to do anything like any other mongrel would. Normally these Figma boxes, you'll see a little window here to see the figure, but this is Gilgamesh we're talking about, please. So he has its own exclusive box. So as you can see, he opens up here, right? To review. Oh, look at that! Wait, we gotta get this. We gotta get the shot. So he's looking at you, and then, hoy, he's lost his shirt or his armor. So yeah, if you open this, you get Gate of Babylon in the face, because it's Gilgamesh. So I think they've done a really good job with this, by the way. I was very, very happy to see what they did with this box. As Fate fan, I think this is one of the nicest boxes I've ever seen. So it's just ironic that they would do it with the most pretentious one of them all. So let's see. Yeah, as you can see now, you have the window that you normally see in the Figma boxes. And the other thing I think is that he's got to be one of the most expensive normal figures I've seen for Figma. Some of the other ones that are expensive tend to be like the special editions that you would only see in their exclusive events. But this one is a regular Figma in terms of how you can get it. But this guy has a lot of parts, because as you can see, this is a regular Gilgamesh that you've probably seen in most of the other Fate anime, Fate games, but this one has a Fate Grand Order logo, because as you can see here, not only do you have the regular Gilgamesh here and here, but you also get the Gilgamesh from Fate Grand Order, which is with his third ascension, which for some reason loses his armor because fan service. And I don't know, whatever, but and not only that, he comes with his Noble Phantasm Enuma Elish. I almost forgot about his name, or its name. And also with his other Noble Phantasm, the Chain Enkidu. So it's he's gonna be a pretty big Figma, and you can see here some of his expressions and some of the poses that they have here. So this is going to be an interesting box for sure. So let's open this guy up. I don't actually need to open this side here, but that is a really nice touch. And once again, we will bring out our samurai sword to open this guy up, because I don't like to pull out that little sticky because it messes up the box. And I'm not going to pretend I've never opened this box. So we're going to open this guy up. Right, looks like it goes like that, and slides right out. By the way, this presentation of the box reminds me of some of the Bandai ones. If you ever bought one of the Bandai figures, especially the ones I've seen are the Saint Seiya ones. They have this fancy Velcro opening thing, so it's really cool. Pretty cool. We're gonna put this guy here, so we can remind ourselves who we're talking about. And yeah. Here you have Gilgamesh. As you can see, all of this golden armor gloriousness. And what I'm seeing here in the back is also his separate torso for his ascension. And the chain, which, to be honest, I have no idea why. Don't ask me why, but I love chains and figures. And no, I'm not into chains. But I guess just because they're so small and miniature, it feels like a very, very posable thing. Not as stiff. I guess it makes it feel more alive in my head. I don't know. But it's awesome. and I'm glad it comes with it because it is one of his signature moves in the game. So yeah, in the back you'll see the chain and his head without a face. Are you? His head without a face. Has this other hair. That's it. That's it. Okay, now move this guy aside. So you can see Gilgamesh there. Now he has. Do we have any hit? Nope. Oh, okay. That popped right out. There you go. And plastic here. And oh my god. So let's look at this guy. Take off more of this plastic. I like to leave the plastic where it came from for some reason. Like, it preserves its freshness somehow. I have no idea. But, yeah, oh, okay. So we just took out the bottom part. That's normally where you have your little bag here. I normally put its spare parts here. I've always wondered if they want you to write down their names here. I've never done that because I don't really need to. But, and then you have this guy here, which, holy crap. So another thing I'm noticing right off the bat is that normally you'll have one set of hands to replace them. So, you know, different poses and whatnot. This guy has two set of hands. So you're really getting your money's worth in terms of figure with Gilgamesh. For sure. So there's your base. Your typical Figma base. This one, actually, it's funny because normally these two pieces come separately. But in this case, they just save some space by putting them together. There's going to be there, and his hands. Oh, other hands. Looks like it comes with two spare joints, one for each hand. Yeah, the black there, and the skin color one. And let's see. Another thing. Oh, look. So I see this with another figure of him I have. Actually, the Bandai one. It's like his hands already crossed for that typical Gilgamesh, where he's just, I'm too good to even fight you. I don't even need to use my arms. Anyways, and here you have his signature sword. Ironic for an archer class, but if Fate is known for anything, is for breaking all rules. And oh, this is what I wanted to see. So this is really cool. If you've ever seen the anime, or I guess even the smartphone game, when he charges up his sword, it rotates like crazy as it charges up for his Novel Phantasm, and this one does it. So I love that. I love that. You know, if this was one of those cheaper, I don't know, like if you ever gotten like one of those cheap toys, especially when you're a kid, where you like press something and it like rotates, that would have been amazing. But I guess it would have made it bigger and bulkier or something. But that would have been cool. But I still love the fact that you can rotate this. I was looking forward to that. There you go. It's like, no. Get away, mongrel. Get away, mongrel. I don't know why I think he's Pegasus for a reason, which he really isn't. And that's just him with a screaming face. So, and let's go with him. Let's go back to Gilgamesh for a second. So yeah, that's all that this part has. And by the way, one of the things I would like to note about the whole box itself is that he comes with so much stuff, and himself is, the whole thing is pretty heavy. One of the heaviest Figma boxes I've held ever. So once again, if you've seen the price tag for this guy and you think, man, why is it so expensive? They are not pulling any stops with him. And I'm assuming, knowing Good Smile Company, they knew that with Gilgamesh they cannot do that. They would do a very big disservice. So these little things just seem to come out very easily. I really hate, oh, there you go. This one also comes out pretty easily. Nice. There you go. And are you coming out? Yeah. Just putting it aside. And let's see this guy. So this is going to be interesting, how to take away his torso. I've never done that with a Figma, I believe. I've taken away their legs because they have like different legs that you can pose. Like I believe the Saber Casual one does this. But I've never taken a whole torso. Now, I will say that he feels very, very flexible. I like how the shoulders do this little rotation thing. It looks and feels like he can do various poses, which is going to be very, very cool to do. And to be honest, because I already have the Gilgamesh with the armor from Bandai, I'm very tempted of keeping this guy in his third ascension. We'll see. Also, there's some articulation there in this guy. I don't know what these things are called, so forgive me. Oh, this one too. There's some plasticky thing here too. I missed. Good lord. There you go. Come on, man. Bro, seriously. There you go. Like, man, I will tell you, this is one of the coolest Figmas I've ever owned in terms of the quality of it. I'm wondering why they went with this color for the armor. It's not as golden as I've seen with, for example, the Bandai version, which later I can do a comparison if you guys think it's useful. Oh, by the way, this little thing, this little flap here too moves, which is cool. So in case you really want him to open up there. Anyways, let's check out how to take away the torso before I get too distracted. So thankfully, once again, Get Smile Company recognizes that we English-speaking people love these things. So it says here, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I do really want to get to the torso thing. So it looks like it just comes apart really easily there, just by pulling it. If I were to break this, I would really hate these people for making me do this. So this better. Oh, okay, nice. I know, I'm telling you, I've done this where I take out something that says, oh, it's detachable, and then it breaks. And that, from Good Smile Company, by the way. And I've been pissed. And yes, let's see. So this guy comes apart. Now let's go with the other half that I took out at the beginning. Jesus. Okay. Come on. Man, I already saw the chain move. That's going to be amazing. Another thing that I was wondering about this figure is how long the chain is going to be. So let's see. Here is the chain. You know, it's really awesome. I think the only other character I've seen Figma-wise, there's two other Figmas that I've seen with chains. One was Black Rock Shooter, and the other one is Ryder from Fate Stay Night. And this one is really cool. I gotta say, it's really well made. Lengthwise, I'm gonna guesstimate here about like a ruler. Okay, so yeah, about a little bit more than 12 inches. So it's a good length, I think. And yeah, you have like the tips that this one has. Let's see. I'm gonna manually focus over here, if you pardon me. But yeah, oh, I think that was good enough. There you go. So that's how it is, and then this other one, so it looks like more blunt. But yeah, it's really cool. If you ever play the Unlimited Codes game, you get to use that a lot, and it's very awesome. So the other thing we have here is torso, and his faceless torso. He also has this plasticky thing around his neck. Yeah, just pull that off, and you can take this. You know, one thing I was wondering is if they would let you have this hairstyle with the other one, which I think would be one of his Ascension, maybe the second one, but it doesn't seem like they would. So that's a little bit that's a little bit unfortunate. But let's see. So let's make him pissed off because he lost his shirt. or rather his armor. It's like, what are you staring at, mongrel? What are you staring at, mongrel? I'm so divine. Dare not look at me. Let's see. There you go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I actually like him. I'm not gonna lie, he looks... I thought he was gonna look stupid because of his hair down, but no, he looks awesome actually. There you go, little snap. And there you have it. You have ascended Gilgamesh into his final form. Amazing. But yeah, this is very well made. I can see why it costs what it cost me. He has some articulation here in the chest too, if you could see that. Some articulation there. Articulation in his arms seems pretty good. I'm noticing here sometimes with his arms, feels like there's a little bit too much gap there, but I don't know. I know some people don't like how the joints look sometimes, but it's the nature of having figures as opposed to a statue, so I don't care. Here he looks like he's about to power up because he's a Super Saiyan or something. I don't know. Yes, give me power. I need more power to get Saber. This is a very nice figure. If you're into Fate Stay Night, you should have this guy. I don't see why you shouldn't. I mean, I have a Saber shirt right now, and I don't care. To be honest, Saber has been my favorite character since the beginning of Fate. But this is an amazing figure. I don't see why you wouldn't want this. If you are into Fate Stay Night and the Fate franchise, he is amazing. It's very well made. I'm glad I got this guy. I cannot sing its praise anymore. Once again, I'm going to just show you here just the metal of this guy. Once again, it's not the gold I thought they would have gone with, but it looks very, very good. I thought they were going to go with a little bit more of a shine to it, more of a metallic shine, but they went a little bit more with a matte finish that I thought they would have done, but it still looks amazing. I don't see any real paint issues that I've seen sometimes before with some of the Figmas. He's incredibly well made. There, he's just... This is an amazing Figma. I like the feel of it. Articulation here also too with his feet has an incredible amount of articulation. Ankle and the tips. Oh, a little bit too much there. There you go. But yeah, so if you want to make him do something there. And the armor too, I like how even like the knee part kind of isn't. I would have thought this would have been like that. If you can see this, yeah, I would have thought it would be like that, but this also has its own, get away, its own little thing here, so that's really cool. And yeah, this figure feels very solid, very posable. One thing that, and I'm sure that they would have, had they done this, it would have made this figure even more expensive just because of what it would take for them to do it. Would have been to have something so you can have a Gate of Babylon here somehow. But I guess in my collection I might put like some printed out, kind of like the box here. So we'll have something like that. Yeah, there you go. Something like that I think would be awesome. I'm sorry to see that they don't have that, at least like a printout. That would have been awesome, but you know, you can't ask for everything, I suppose. There you have it. Gilgamesh ascended to the third form. And yep, thank you for watching this unboxing video. I'll post some poses perhaps at the end of it. And here are all those little things that kind of thing.